Meghan Markle wants to move on from the royal family, but Prince Harry is still holding on.
Meghan Markle is very business about royal rift as Prince Harry is left out of the details in England.
Meghan Markle is looking ahead, while Prince Harry remains emotionally tethered to his royal past.
While they present a united front, their individual approaches to the ongoing rift highlight a fundamental difference in how they process their past and envision their future. Meghan, it is observed, approaches the situation with a distinctly business mindset.
Meghan, who is focused on the future, while Harry has one foot in the past, is very business about it.
Her focus firmly set on building their life in California and moving forward. Harry, conversely, appears to remain deeply emotionally tethered to his royal past, grappling with estrangement from his family. Both Meghan and Harry are reportedly aware of significant events unfolding in England. However, they are consistently being excluded from royal conversations and privy to very few confidential details.
Meghan and Harry being left out of royal conversations entirely, despite being aware of what's happening in England.
This exclusion underscores a deep and persistent lack of trust from the royal family, a sentiment that has hardened over time. It is a source of quiet frustration for both, as they are kept at arm's length from developments that directly impact Harry's family. Meghan desires for Prince Harry to feel less burdened by the weight of his past and to be more fully present in the vibrant life they have meticulously built together in California. Her focus is clearly on their shared future, their children, and their independent ventures, hoping that Harry can find greater peace and detachment from the perceived grievances and historical connections that still weigh heavily on him. The rift, particularly the fracture between Harry and King Charles, is widely described as one of the most agonizing and significant in the monarchy's recent history. This deep division has been exacerbated by a series of highly public interviews, the candid revelations in Harry's memoir, Spare, and their revealing Netflix docuseries. Each public disclosure, intended by the Sussexes to share their perspective, has seemingly deepened the chasm, contributing to a cycle of mistrust and misunderstanding within the royal family. The gravity of the situation has been compounded by King Charles's recent health diagnosis, which added a layer of urgency to the prospects of reconciliation. Despite this grave health news, reconciliation efforts remain stalled. Insiders have noted that neither King Charles nor Prince William appears inclined to extend an olive branch or initiate direct contact. This reluctance suggests that the wounds run deep, and a genuine desire for immediate mending might not be present on the royal side. Senior royals are said to be apprehensive about sharing confidential information with Harry and Meghan, fearing that such details could potentially lead to further public disclosures. This apprehension underscores the lasting impact of the Sussexes' previous public statements and media engagements, which have made the royal family wary of potential breaches of privacy and protocol. While Meghan stands firmly by Harry's side, offering unwavering support through his legal battles and the ongoing family tensions, some royal observers and insiders hold a view that Meghan is perceived as a catalyst for the rift. This perspective persists despite Harry often being the more publicly vocal of the two regarding their grievances and experiences. The narrative surrounding their departure from royal duties often implicates Meghan as the primary instigator, regardless of Harry's outspokenness. Prince Harry has openly expressed profound frustration over his inability to obtain proper updates about his father's health. He has publicly stated that King Charles won't speak to me, a poignant admission that highlights the personal anguish and communication breakdown within the family. This direct acknowledgement from Harry underscores the severity of the estrangement and the toll it takes on him. The couple's pivotal decision to step back from their royal duties in 2020 and relocate to California was a direct response to mounting tensions, a perceived lack of support from the institution, and relentless media intrusion. This move, while providing them with the freedom to pursue independent careers and a more private family life, inadvertently solidified the growing distance between them and the monarchy. Among royal experts and insiders, there is widespread skepticism that any single meeting could genuinely resolve the deep-seated issues that have accumulated over years. They point to the vast baggage of past grievances, perceived slights, and the fundamental lack of trust as formidable obstacles that a brief encounter could not possibly overcome. The resolution, if it ever comes, is anticipated to require a far more substantial and prolonged effort. Adding another layer of complexity to their journey, discussions about the Sussexes' family plans, including the possibility of a third child, have reportedly introduced additional drama into their marriage and influenced public perception. Every aspect of their lives, from their professional ventures to their personal choices, continues to be scrutinized, contributing to the ongoing narrative surrounding their unique place within and apart from the royal family.
Queen Elizabeth wasn't afraid to put Meghan Markle in her place.
Is there such a thing as a British royal who doesn't bear a grudge against Meghan Markle? Apparently not. And now we're learning that even the Queen had a bone to pick.
Queen Elizabeth II didn't need a crown to command a room. Just a look, a few choice words, and people snapped right into place. And that included Meghan Markle. For all the public smiles and perfectly staged appearances, things between Queen Elizabeth and Meghan weren't as warm and fuzzy as some would like to believe. Sure, Meghan told Oprah Winfrey in that 2021 interview that she used to call Queen Elizabeth just to check in, and said they had a sweet relationship.
The Queen, for example, has always been wonderful to me.
But insiders have always hinted at a far more complicated dynamic, one where Queen Elizabeth didn't hesitate to call things exactly as she saw them. From the moment Meghan entered the royal circle, tension followed close behind. One source told In Touch Weekly that things were rocky from the start. There was tension almost immediately, the insider claimed, and that energy didn't exactly improve with time. Meghan and Prince Harry's royal exit didn't help, and by the time Queen Elizabeth passed away, those close to the family say there was still plenty of unfinished business between them. Queen Elizabeth didn't tolerate bad behavior, especially not toward the people working behind the scenes. During Meghan and Harry's last months in the UK, an incident at Frogmore Cottage caused more than a few raised eyebrows. Hugo Vickers, a royal historian with an ear to the ground, told The Sun that Meghan had been very rude to one of the assistant gardeners tending to the grounds near their home. Whatever the altercation was about, it didn't sit right with the head gardener, who decided to bring it straight to Queen Elizabeth. That move sparked what's now being called a quiet but serious dressing down. Queen Elizabeth, true to form, didn't cause a scene. She simply made it known that rudeness wasn't going to fly. She told her off, Hugo said, making it clear that Queen Elizabeth's support always leaned toward those doing the hard work behind the scenes. And according to Hugo, it's one reason why he wasn't surprised when those now infamous bullying allegations against Meghan surfaced. Meghan has denied claims that she mistreated staff, but that hasn't stopped them from resurfacing in 2025. Some of the people she worked with after stepping away from royal life have come forward with fresh stories. While Buckingham Palace never publicly released the full results of their investigation, they did introduce new workplace policies that made it easier for staff to report mistreatment. No one in the family publicly backed Meghan or condemned her. It was a wall of silence that spoke louder than words. There were moments that said plenty about Meghan and the royals. One of those came before Meghan even walked down the aisle. During a food tasting at Windsor Castle ahead of the wedding, things reportedly took a turn when Meghan insisted she could taste egg in a dish she'd been told was egg-free. According to royal author Katie Nicole, she wasn't subtle about it. Meghan pushed back hard, telling the staff, "No, I can taste it. I can taste there's egg in this dish." The chefs held their ground, but the vibe in the room shifted, and then Queen Elizabeth walked in. What followed was pure Queen Elizabeth. No raised voice, no dramatic gesture. She simply pulled Meghan aside and delivered a line that would become folklore among staff. "In this family, we don't speak to people like that." That was it. Simple, powerful, and unforgettable. A moment that defined how Queen Elizabeth handled conflict. Not with noise, but with weight. Those around Queen Elizabeth say she always kept a sharp eye on how people treated the staff. And if someone crossed a line, they heard about it. Not in a dramatic royal showdown, but in that calm, steady tone that left no room for misinterpretation. Queen Elizabeth didn't believe in making a scene. She believed in standards, and she expected everyone to live up to them. Meghan may have entered the royal world thinking charm and celebrity would carry her through, but what she met was a woman who valued respect above everything else. Queen Elizabeth didn't care about Hollywood polish. She cared about how people were treated, and when that standard was broken, she didn't look the other way. She stepped in. Meghan Markle is set to be honored in Los Angeles. On the same day, Kate Middleton returns.
Meghan Markle is set to be honoured for her work championing women and undeserved communities at a major gala event in LA.
The latest honor bestowed upon Meghan Markle at the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County's Night of Wonder Gala on June 14th.
As anticipation builds for Kate Middleton's return to the royal spotlight at Trooping the Color 2025, Meghan Markle has made headlines of her own, and not for any royal reunion. Instead of joining the royal family on the Buckingham Palace balcony on June 14, 2025, Meghan will be honored at the Night of Wonder Gala, hosted by the Natural History Museums of Los Angeles County.
Meghan Markle is to be honored at a glitzy LA party at the same time as a major royal event.
While the event has no official ties to the monarchy, the timing has once again sparked speculation about her relationship with Kate and reignited talk of a rumored feud.
Meghan Markle reignites Kate Middleton jealousy rumors with her Trooping the Color 2025 plans.
People are excited to see Kate Middleton again after her health update. Trooping the Color marks one of the most iconic annual events in the British royal calendar. In 2024, Kate made a surprise return to the event after a 6-month absence due to health concerns, standing alongside her husband William and their children to mark King Charles's official birthday. Her return was warmly welcomed by royal watchers, who praised her poise and strength in the face of personal challenges. With 2025's event drawing closer, royal fans are hopeful they'll see Kate return to the balcony once more, continuing her gradual re-emergence into public life. While Kate prepares to step back into the royal spotlight, Meghan will be receiving accolades of her own. The Night of Wonder Gala, held at the Natural History Museums of Los Angeles County, is designed to recognize individuals who have made meaningful contributions to their communities and inspired positive change. Meghan will be one of 2025's honorees, recognized for her work to advance community well-being and expand opportunities for underserved groups, particularly through education and literacy programs. Lori Bettison-Varga, president and director of the museum, explained to People, "We are proud to honor Meghan, whose work to advance community well-being and expand opportunity, especially for underserved communities, aligns with our equity-focused approach to developing science literacy for the next generation, including through our STEM and STEAM Pathways programs." On social media platform X, users didn't hold back. What a coincidence! That day is Trooping the Color. The tribute wasn't given because she deserved it, but rather because she bought the prize to try to outshine the British royal family, one user wrote. Another added, "If Meghan thinks she can ever come close to upstaging the real royal family, she is deluded." People think Meghan Markle is trying to outshine Kate Middleton. While there's no official evidence suggesting Meghan had any role in choosing the date of the gala, or that her recognition was intended to compete with the royal celebration, the narrative fits a long-standing public perception of rivalry between Meghan and Kate. The idea that Meghan seeks to upstage her sister-in-law is nothing new. Over the past few years, some royal watchers have pointed to the timing of Meghan's interviews, Netflix specials, and business ventures as attempts to shift attention away from Kate and the rest of the royal family. It's important to note, however, that Meghan and Harry have been operating independently of the British monarchy since stepping down as working royals in 2020. Their professional focus has shifted to philanthropic projects, business deals, and media content under their Archewell brand. Meghan's recent involvement with initiatives in California, where she and Harry now reside, reflects her continued interest in community work, particularly in areas related to women's empowerment, education, and social equity. Kate continues to recover in her own time, reportedly focused on health and family. Her appearance at Trooping the Color 2024 was seen as both a personal and symbolic moment, reminding the public of her commitment to service, even amid adversity. With her expected return in 2025, royal fans are eager to see her grace the palace balcony again alongside William and their children, a vision that still represents tradition, unity, and the future of the monarchy to many. As for Meghan, the honor from the Natural History Museums adds another accolade to her growing portfolio of achievements outside the royal fold. While some critics may continue to frame her moves as calculated, others see them as a reflection of a woman carving out her own path, one that exists far beyond palace gates. Still, the coinciding dates of these two high-profile appearances, one in London, one in Los Angeles, are bound to fuel comparisons, regardless of intention. And whether seen as rivalry or coincidence, it's clear that the lives of Meghan and Kate continue to unfold on very different stages, each drawing a spotlight in their own way. Meghan Markle tells celebrity chef Jose Andres that Prince Harry refuses to eat lobster in Netflix show trailer. In the newly released trailer for Season 2 of With Love, Meghan, viewers saw Meghan Markle welcoming Spanish-American chef Jose Andres into a sunlit California kitchen. Meghan, smiling as she stood beside the chef preparing a seafood dish, leaned in and revealed, "Do you know who doesn't like lobster? My husband." The comment sparked laughter from Andres, who jokingly asked, "And you married him?"
Who doesn't like lobster?
Who?
My husband.
And you marry him? Anyway.
While the exchange seemed lighthearted, it inadvertently touched on a royal tradition that has influenced Harry's eating habits since childhood. Senior royals have long been advised to avoid shellfish to minimize the risk of food poisoning, a precaution that can be critical when public duties demand a full, uninterrupted schedule. Royal staff explain why Prince Harry likely grew up avoiding shellfish and other foods considered risky. Former royal butler Grant Harold has explained that seafood, particularly shellfish, such as lobster, prawns, and oysters, is often left off menus when the royal family dines in public or travels abroad. It is a very sensible move, Harold noted, pointing out the potential for illness to disrupt high-profile events or diplomatic visits. Though there are no strict bans, the unwritten rule is well known among palace staff. Some insiders say Harry may have developed a lifelong aversion to certain seafood, partly because it was rarely served during official functions. This contrasts with his wife's tastes. Meghan once described her ideal food day as beginning with a seafood-heavy lunch and ending with pasta and a Negroni. Historical royal menus reveal Queen Elizabeth did occasionally eat lobster. While some royal watchers insist the shellfish guideline is ironclad, others point to documented exceptions. Darren McGrady, a former chef to Queen Elizabeth II, shared a 1989 Windsor Castle menu showing soufflé de homard, lobster soufflé, served to the late monarch, proof that the royal family do actually eat shellfish. McGrady captioned the image. Still, even with such rare inclusions, the practice of limiting seafood during official duties remains strong. For Prince Harry, who grew up with this cautious approach to dining, the idea of eating lobster casually at home may simply be unappealing. Meghan Markle faces public backlash over featuring Chrissy Teigen in her Netflix series. What began as a charming cooking scene in the trailer quickly shifted into controversy when eagle-eyed viewers noticed American model Chrissy Teigen among Meghan's celebrity guests. Chrissy, who has been a close friend of Meghan since the Sussexes moved to California in 2020, faced major public backlash in 2021 when old tweets surfaced showing her making comments toward then-teenager Courtney Stodden and others. Many of those messages were weird and targeted, sparking calls for the model to be canceled. Given Meghan's long-standing advocacy against cyberbullying, particularly through her Archewell Foundation, Chrissy Teigen's appearance on the show has been met with sharp criticism. Social media users accuse Meghan Markle of hypocrisy for associating with Chrissy Teigen. Outrage on X was swift. One commenter wrote, "She advocates against online bullying, then has Chrissy Teigen on. Make it make sense." Another questioned, how can Meghan Markle associate with Chrissy Teigen, a self-confessed online bully and troll, while running a charity that campaigns against this very thing? Critics argue that Teigen's inclusion undermines Meghan's public image as a champion for safer online spaces, pointing to Meghan's own words in October 2024, when she told teenage girls she considered herself one of the most bullied people in the world. Meghan Markle's friendship with Chrissy Teigen has survived the model's scandal, despite surprising factors. Part of the backlash stems from the fact that Meghan has previously distanced herself from acquaintances caught in damaging media storms, making her continued friendship with Teigen stand out. Since 2020, the two women have reportedly spent time together socially, bonding over shared experiences of intense media scrutiny. This close relationship may explain why Teigen was invited to appear in With Love, Meghan. Yet the decision appears to have blindsided many viewers who expected Meghan to hold guests to the same standards she promotes publicly.
With Love, Meghan has once again placed the Duchess of Sussex at the center of public discourse. Dubbed by some as a trailer of love, the preview offers a curated glimpse into a new iteration of her lifestyle programming, aiming to present a more intimate and relatable side of the royal-turned-media personality. This release is not merely a promotional piece for a television show. It functions as a carefully crafted statement in her ongoing journey to shape her public narrative amidst intense scrutiny and polarized opinions. The trailer of Love prominently showcases Meghan Markle in a domestic, engaging setting, surrounded by notable celebrity guests such as Chrissy Teigen, Tan France, and Chef Jose Andres. The scenes depict lighthearted cooking segments, candid conversations, and activities designed to highlight themes of connection, creativity, and the joy of shared experiences. Meghan's voiceover emphasizes finding new ways to show people you care and embracing moments of discovery and beauty, positioning the series as a source of inspiration and warmth. A particular moment that has garnered significant attention is Meghan's playful revelation that Prince Harry doesn't like lobster, eliciting a humorous quip from Chef Andres. This brief, personal anecdote serves to humanize the Duchess, offering a rare, unguarded glimpse into her private life with the Duke, subtly countering perceptions of aloofness or detachment. With Love, Meghan represents a significant facet of Meghan and Prince Harry's post-royal careers, particularly within their multi-year, multi-project deal with Netflix through Arkewell Productions. The show's premise, a lifestyle series exploring various elements of home, hospitality, and well-being, is a clear attempt by Meghan to re-engage with audiences on her own terms. It allows her to leverage her established personal brand, refined taste, and network of influential friends to create content that reflects her values and interests. This aligns with a broader strategy observed in her public appearances and initiatives, which often emphasize empowerment, community, and mental wellness. By producing content that is seemingly lighthearted and aspirational, the Duchess appears to be cultivating an image of an approachable and inspirational figure, a departure from the more formal and politically neutral stance expected of working royals. The reception of the first season of With Love Meghan was mixed, with critics often citing a lack of depth and substance. This highlights the inherent challenge Meghan faces, navigating the high expectations and intense scrutiny that accompany her every move. Her return to the public eye via such projects is invariably met with both fervent support and sharp criticism. Public perception of Meghan Markle has long been polarized, with some seeing her as a trailblazing advocate for change and others viewing her actions through a lens of controversy. The trailer of Love arrives at a time when recent polls have indicated a decline in her favorability ratings in certain regions, underscoring the constant battle for narrative control. Every gesture, every word, and every creative endeavor is amplified and dissected, making genuine connection with a broad audience a formidable task. Beyond With Love Meghan, Arkewell Productions has other projects in the pipeline, including a holiday special for the lifestyle series and a feature film adaptation of the romance novel Meet Me at the Lake. These ventures collectively represent Meghan and Harry's ambition to become significant players in the entertainment industry, using their platform to tell stories and engage with global audiences. The content choices reflect a deliberate pivot towards projects that are less directly biographical than their initial documentary series, Harry and Meghan, and more aligned with themes of creativity, personal growth, and positive living. This suggests an effort to move beyond past controversies and build a more consistent, perhaps more broadly appealing brand identity. Ultimately, the trailer of Love for With Love Meghan Season 2 serves as more than just an advertisement. It is a carefully calibrated message in Meghan Markle's continuous effort to redefine her public identity. It aims to present a softer, more relatable persona, focusing on aspirational lifestyle content and personal connections. The success of this strategy will depend on its ability to resonate authentically with viewers, transcending the ingrained perceptions that have long defined her journey in the spotlight.
There's no class in some person who goes sit like this, cross your legs like this, use this fork, don't do this. It doesn't happen.
Royal rules that Meghan Markle has broken. She spoke about their relationship earlier than she should have. Meghan revealed details pertaining to her relationship with Harry prior to its official announcement, a move regarded as premature.
Prince Harry's budding romance with Suits star Meghan Markle.
In a September 2017 interview with Vanity Fair magazine, she publicly acknowledged their romance for the first time, stating that they were in love and desired to be together. While such revelations are commonplace in today's information age, it was considered unconventional by the standards of the royal family, as such disclosures are traditionally reserved for post-engagement.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle engaged. We're gonna have an American princess.
The couple doesn't hesitate to show their feelings in public. The pair doesn't shy away from expressing their affection openly. A casual observation of Kate and Prince William reveals an unwritten rule between them, a lack of public hand-holding. On the contrary, Meghan and Harry display their sentiments unreservedly.
Harry and Meghan are often seen engaging in public displays of affection that are generally uncommon for the royal family, such as holding hands.
Their first public hand-holding was witnessed at the Invictus Games in Toronto, a moment that predates their engagement. The two couples, both members of the British royal family, may have different approaches when it comes to public displays of affection, but they're clearly in love. Despite having their every move scrutinized by the media and the public, Kate and William have maintained a level of decorum and privacy that is expected from royals. On the other hand, Harry and Meghan have been more open with their feelings and are not afraid to show their love for each other in public.
It's not normal for royals to show any kind of PDA. Someone should have told Meghan and Harry that.
This is a stark contrast to previous royal couples who were expected to be reserved in their interactions, especially in public. She has already been married. Meghan, now an integral part of the royal family, was previously wedded to film director Trevor Engelson.
Meghan's first wedding to a TV producer named Trevor Engelson took place at a beachfront resort 7 years ago.
In 2013, after a decade-long relationship, the pair tied the knot, marking a 2-year matrimonial journey. The royal family's bygone restrictions on marrying divorcees did not obstruct Harry and Meghan's union, much to their delight. An instance of such a restriction was previously seen when King Edward VIII, after a short reign of 10 months, abdicated the throne to marry his beloved, a previously married woman. She comes from an ordinary family. Meghan hails from a humble background, contrasting sharply with the lineage of Prince William's spouse. Her parents, commoners by royal standards, include her mother Doria Ragland, who earns her living as a social worker and yoga instructor, and her father Thomas Markle, who made his career as a lighting director in the film and television industry. Meghan's rise to fame as an actress is a testament to her own hard work and innate talent, demonstrating that with determination, anyone can reach their goals regardless of their connections. And she gave a speech at the wedding. At the wedding ceremony, the newly minted Duchess of Sussex took the stage to deliver a brief address. She expressed her gratitude towards the Queen, then Prince Charles, along with other royal family members for their cordial welcome of herself and her family. Her poignant final words in the speech were, "I have found my prince." No violations of wedding traditions can stop real feelings. It's easy to see that this couple is fully in love and happy. On her special day, the Duchess also wore a dress with personal significance. The veil of her wedding gown was embroidered with flowers representing all of the 53 Commonwealth nations, symbolizing her and Harry's commitment to diversity and inclusivity. Throughout history, royal weddings have been known for their grandeur and extravagance. However, this ceremony stood out not only for its beautiful display, but also for its modern and heartfelt touches. The Duchess's speech is just one example of how she plans to bring her own personal touch to her role as a member of the royal family.
Prince Harry has broken some major royal rules. Harry's always been a rebel, so breaking rules is kind of his thing. But did he go too far? While he was a working member of the royal family, Harry was regularly caught avoiding protocol, but not necessarily for the sake of being a rebel. Oftentimes, it was because he simply wanted to show his human side to the public. Other times he made exceptions for his wife, Meghan, the biggest of which was their decision to leave their royal lives behind and jet off to the US to live lives independent of the monarchy.
But as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
I'm going to take you through some shocking times that Harry broke some royal rules. When Prince Harry was presented with the chance to pet the dog who won Britain's Got Talent in 2015, he seized the opportunity. This move presumably left his security detail slightly disgruntled. Harry dodged his security when he left the Royal Albert Hall stage, where he'd been meeting with Britain's Got Talent acts, to pet a border collie named Matisse. Matisse and his owner, Jules O'Dwyer, were crowned the winners of the show earlier that year. Harry seemed unable to leave Matisse behind without giving the good boy a cuddle, so he went back to do just that, leaving his security behind. Clearly, Harry made both the dog and its owner's day. The stern talking to he likely got from his security was probably well worth it. Most members of the royal family might prefer a firm handshake or a curtsy. However, Prince Harry's up for going right in for a hug, and boy, has he made many fans happy with his bear hugs. In 2012, Harry broke royal protocol when he hugged English darts player Adrian Lewis after he won a game. Adrian was so flabbergasted by the prince's hug, he had no idea what to do, so instead of just hugging the royal back, Adrian kissed Harry on the cheek. While volunteering at Homeboy Industries in 2020, Harry handed out another hug to a heartbroken team member whose son's father had recently died. Harry was immediate. He just threw his arms around her and held her for a very long time. It was touching. The nonprofit's founder, Father Greg Boyle, told US Weekly, "Members of the royal family are forbidden from giving their autographs, and some of them, like Prince Harry, have the power to sign legislation and government documents. It could be disastrous if someone managed to copy their signature. When royals willingly hand out autographs like Hollywood celebrities, they open themselves up to possibly having their signature forged. So basically, it's for their own safety as well as their country's." But Prince Harry made an exception to this rule in 2010 when he met Charlotte Wilkinson Burnett, who at the time was an Air Training Corps cadet. She had fractured her arm and was wearing a cast. When Wilkinson Burnett asked Harry to sign her cast, the prince clearly didn't have the heart to say no, and he obliged. "Get well soon, Harry," he wrote. Another thing royals aren't allowed to do is open their own car doors. Turns out when you're a royal, you have people for that. But this year, after a faux pas made waves, Prince Harry was caught doing the exact same thing when he attended the 5th anniversary of the Invictus Games in London. Of course, the press noticed and the prince made headlines for being independent. The reason they aren't allowed to open their own car doors is for security reasons. While many of the details surrounding Prince Harry and Prince William's feud are still shrouded in mystery, one possible inciting incident might have been that time Harry got permission from Queen Elizabeth II to bring Meghan Markle to the royal family's Christmas celebrations, and the Queen said yes. In the world of the monarchy, traditions are important. One such important ancient tradition is that fiancés don't get to spend Christmas with the royal family. The tradition was broken for Meghan, and according to a family friend, it didn't even really take much convincing from Harry. If Harry asked for something, the Queen would say yes, as she adores him, they told People. It's been tradition for royal couples to get married on a weekday. Prince Harry and Meghan decided to get married on a Saturday. The month was also a little controversial thanks to an age-old superstition that getting married in May spells trouble for your marriage. The person behind this unspoken tradition? Queen Victoria. I don't know about you guys, but this list honestly made me love Prince Harry. The rule breaks are so sweet and just make him seem like a genuine, innocent guy. Meghan obviously got a good one.
Meghan Markle is being called egotistical for using her royal title in a video message for parents and children.
"I'm Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex."
Even after leaving the royal family 3 years prior, she still uses her royal title. Now, this video isn't brand new at all, but it's spreading again all over social media thanks to TikTok. Prince Harry, by the way, still calls himself Duke of Sussex. Of course, Meghan still calls herself the Duchess of Sussex.
"I'm Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex."
And their children are known as Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet since King Charles III became monarch in September of 2022. But guys, this has sparked some controversy with some media critics urging them to just stop using their royal titles. Now, in a recent TikTok video, it highlights Meghan Markle and how she introduces herself using her royal title, and then they compare it to how other royals greet the public. Like, some of them, they don't even mention their royal title at all. It's not something that they're gonna just use.
"I'm Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex." And
my name's William.
I'm Catherine, and this is William next to me. My name's Beatrice.
Like, for instance, like when you take a look at the video, like you can hear Meghan say, "I'm Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex," while the Prince of Wales, William, says, "My name is William." Simple, doesn't even mention his title. And then his wife, the Princess of Wales, says, "I'm Catherine and this is William next to me." Again, not using the royal titles at all. And Princess Beatrice is also heard in the video saying, "My name's Beatrice." So they're just introducing themselves with their names. they're not even using their royal titles. By the way, the video of Meghan where she's using her royal title is from the year 2021 reading of her children's book, The Bench, for Brightly Storytime.
Hi, and welcome to Brightly Storytime. I'm Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex.
And that's an organization promoting children's literacy. Now guys, of course, Meghan Markle, she's sometimes, I assume anyways, just introduces herself as Meghan in other instances, similar to how William and Kate do. But that didn't stop Meghan from facing criticism in the British press after introducing herself with her royal title to children. The Daily Mirror newspaper in the UK ran a headline about the incident, and the headline read, "Meghan Markle divides opinion after introducing herself with royal title to children." And guys, the matter of royal titles has been controversial in the past. This is not a new thing, especially when Meghan and Harry had that interview with Oprah back in 2021. Meghan mentioned palace discussions about not giving prince and princess titles to their children, possibly related to security concerns. And in the interview, Meghan told Oprah this: "All the grandeur surrounding this stuff is an attachment that I don't personally have, right? I've been a waitress, an actress, a princess, a duchess. I've always just still been Meghan, right? So for me, I'm clear on who I am, independent of all that stuff. And the most important title I will ever have is mom. I know that." Then Meghan went on to add this statement: "The idea of our son not being safe, and also the idea of the first member of color in this family not being titled in the same way that other grandchildren would be, ... And she went on from there.
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What? But you see, her and Harry's children, Archie and Lilibet, they automatically did receive prince and princess titles when King Charles became king in September of 2022. And Harry and Meghan publicly used these titles for the first time during Princess Lilibet's christening announcement. And like I said at the beginning of this video, they still call themselves the Duke of Sussex and the Duchess of Sussex. This comes as a huge surprise as the royal family finally removed one of Prince Harry's royal titles. Prince Harry's His Royal Highness, or HRH title, has been officially removed from the royal family website, marking the completion of a process initiated 3 years ago through the Megxit agreement.
It has been our privilege to serve you, and we will continue to lead a life of service. So in that respect, nothing changes.
In 2020, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, they made a decision to step down from their roles as senior members of the royal family. We all know this by now, but then subsequently, the palace confirmed that Meghan and Harry would relinquish their HRH title. So His Royal Highness, Her Royal Highness, all of that. And in January of 2020, an official statement released by the royal family communicated the details of this change in the titles for the couples. And the statement said this: "The Sussexes will not use their HRH titles as they are no longer working members of the royal family." So it says it explicitly.
Yeah, so they're furious that money, in their view, has been wasted on this royal employee, as you say, is getting a hell of a lot of money.
However, it's only at this point that the HRH title has been officially removed from his profile, Prince Harry's profile, on the royal family website. In addition to this removal of his HRH title, his placement on the royal family landing page has been adjusted as well, now positioned closer to the bottom of the list, and he trails only behind Prince Andrew, who of course faced controversy and is now disgraced. That is a very low point to be dropped. Wow. Above Harry and Meghan in the hierarchy are the profiles of the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, as well as Princess Alexandra. And further updates have been implemented on the royal family's website. Notable adjustments to Clarence House and Kensington Palace sections to reflect the new titles of the King and Queen. Previously referred to as the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall, the King and Queen's titles have been updated, and similarly Currently, Kate and William's titles have been modified to the Prince and Princess of Wales, transitioning from their former Duke and Duchess of Cambridge designation. Buckingham Palace has released a statement regarding the website updates, acknowledging the changes being made by saying this: "The royal family website contains over 5,000 pages of information about the life and work of the royal family. Following the death of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, content has been revisited and updated periodically. Some content may be out of date until this process is complete." But the thing is, Harry and Meghan still hold the royal titles as Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And I swear they're holding on to those titles with every fiber of their being. Like, it's surprising that so much of what Harry and Meghan have said and done has been to live independently of the royal family institution.
He wasn't going to receive security.
What?
It was really hard.
Yet they won't relinquish the royal titles. Interesting, right? Like, at this point, like, I think it's obvious to everybody that these royal titles give them a sense of prestige in a way. And I think it's also a safety net in case they ever feel like going back to the royal family at some point. Like, I could imagine that it's easier to hold on to your title than to relinquish it and try to reclaim your title if you ever decide that you want to go back to the royal family.
You go to that family, you tell them how you feel.
Maybe there's also some legal implications here too, where maybe they have some paperwork signed with the royal family and some agreements that have their titles in them, and they don't want to mess any of those agreements up. I don't know. But yeah, it just seems like they're really trying to hold on to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles for whatever reason. Clearly, it's for some type of benefit, because if you want to be independent of the royal family, just be independent of the royal family. Why carry the royal family title? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle still maintain their Sussex Royal website despite a previous promise made when they stepped back from the royal family.
I want you to hear the truth from me, as much as I can share, not as a prince or a duke, but as Harry.
Even though the Duke and Duchess of Sussex left the firm back in 2020 and pledged to cease using the Sussex Royal title globally after spring 2020, their royal website and Sussex Royal Instagram account with over 9 million followers still remain active.
Woke culture, or what I'm talking about as nice acting narcissism.
And their website, sussexroyal.com, features a page titled Serving the Monarchy, which hasn't been updated to acknowledge the passing of Queen Elizabeth. But it doesn't look like Harry and Meghan even cared to update these websites anyways. They kind of just have them lingering around. But still, the royal family is kind of wondering, okay, you're not doing any royal duties, at least don't try to like attach yourself to us in that way.
You add this on top of just trying to be a new mom or trying to be a newlywed.
As well as somebody from the Sussex's team could at least update the website to reflect some updated accurate information, especially about the passing of the Queen. So that's the point that's causing a lot of discussion online. The website also does feature a statement from Meghan and Harry, but it's dated back to January of 2020, and it outlines their intention to step back as senior members of the royal family.
As time passed, the protective blanket that America threw over Meghan began to slip away.
And in the statement, they expressed a desire to achieve financial independence while still supporting the monarchy. Notably, there is no reference to King Charles's coronation on the website, although the Sussex's Instagram page is still active too. Their last post dates back 3 years ago.
King of kings and Lord of lords, bless, we beseech thee, this crown. God save the king!
And in that Instagram post, the couple expressed gratitude for the support, inspiration, as well as the collective commitment to positive actions in the world. And the ownership of the website sussexroyal.com actually remains anonymous on GoDaddy. But the website's launch reportedly surprised the late Queen, as it was outlining the couple's future royal roles without her prior approval. So they kind of just went on their own anyways and just did it. According to the royal author Omid Scobie in his book Finding Freedom, Meghan and Harry's statement outlining their half in, half out model was made before receiving any sort of approval from the Queen. There was also one senior member of the royal family, as mentioned by Omid Scobie in his book, that they noted that the surprise as well as lack of consultation with the Queen really upset the family. It was very unsettling for everybody.
They say, oh, this is Meghan and Harry feeding Omid.
Pick up the book and read it and you'll be really surprised.
And the private nature of the royal family clashed with public announcement. It caused a lot of distress to Queen Elizabeth, who is the head of the institution, or was the head of the institution, I should say. Edward Young, who is the Queen's private secretary, reportedly expressed anger at being kept uninformed about Meghan and Harry's statement. And Omid Scobie, in his book, suggests that the couple felt compelled to release their statement after details about their desire to live in Canada were leaked to the press. So guys, that is the scoop. And I know for most people, when they leave an institution or an organization, the first thing that they do is disassociate themselves completely. Like they change their Facebook bios, their profiles, they remove any sort of attachment to that institution regardless. But for Harry and Meghan to just leave their stuff up and not take it down, not set it private at least, you know, people are looking at it like, what are they hoping to get here? Maybe they're looking to, you know, still have their ranking. Like if you search Duchess of Sussex or Duke or Harry Meghan, it pops them up on the internet as being associated with the royal family. I really don't know.